Ba-da-boo-doo-doo-doo. Salutations, good to be back on the air. Back to our little game of Disco Elysium and all the... oh boy. What a headache. What a headache. Oh, this is gonna be something. Right, I think I got everything just about in order here. I'm gonna just do a quick check. The order here. I'm gonna just do a quick check. Alright, perfect. I do think that's all in order. And, oh, I need to pop this out. And just keep an eye on that. Right. Oh, for some reason these all hecked up. Where was I? Oh yeah. Move that and that. Right then. I think that is absolutely everything before I keep going. Right, where were we? So many things. Oh, I can't remember anything. Why can't I remember? I know he has trouble remembering. Oh yeah, that's right. Gotta complete that thought. And then I'll figure out... Right. Got an hour, 16 minutes left on that. Nothing left there. Nothing to level up, so... That's right, I still need to find the helmet. Confront the... Oh yeah, that's right! My gun! My lost gun, as Everett decides to put it. Oh, and I gotta check with Alice about the armor. I completely forgot about that. Okay. Yep. Got a bunch of things to do. And hello.
Armor? I hardly know her.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull...
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Alright, let's see. Let's go with the armored boots
Sorry,
first.
sir. I still haven't heard back from the database people. Try calling again later. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Oh yeah, plenty of things.
One moment. Can you please describe the body? Age, sex, cause of death?
Uh-huh. An unidentified middle-aged man, height 170 to 175 centimeters, dark hair, medium build, looks like he slipped, fell through a hole in the boardwalk, and hit his head against the metal bench.
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him, and traces of vomit on his shirt.
Any signs of violence?
Nope, seems like it was an accident.
No field autopsy necessary.
You can hear her quickly typing in the background.
What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes?
He was wearing boots, trousers, an old leather jacket with a bright blue lining. I found a library card from his pockets.
Any information on the library card?
I should have called in the library card first, bummer. It's from the Central Jamrock Public Library. It belongs to someone named Billy Magine.
Good. You have a lead. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else?
We're taking it.
I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue.
Right?
That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Alright, let's see. Oh, yeah, I need to call 41st, let him know I got my ID card.
Just a moment, officer.
10-4, come in, officer. Over.
Happy to report I found my badge, Jules.
10-4, sir, glad to hear that. I'll write down that there is no need to issue a new one to you then. Over.
Alright, 10-10. Over.
Roger that, 10-10, over and out.
Alright, pick
This
that
is
back up.
Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
And connect me to the Jamrock Public Library.
I'm afraid they're closed. It says here that the library is open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Should have called them much sooner. Bummer. Right.
We should try again during business hours.
Anything else, detective?
I think that's it. I think I'm done with the radio for now.
57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Yeah, close the door. Alright. Whoop. That is getting dangerously low. Alright, that's better. Let's see. Is that... Yeah. Wait. I think... Wait, is that charging? Wait, hold on a second. Okay, so yeah, technical difficulties with other stuff, but it does not matter at this time. Alright, where was I? Alright, we've called that in, just gotta wait for that gun. Got plenty of cash. Dead body on the boardwalk. Okay, gotta call that. Oh. Okay, I cannot get that until I get close with Kuno. Oh yeah, that's right, I gotta send the body in too. Kim, I wish you could stick, actually... You know what? We'll get the gun first, and then I'll send you out with the body. That ought to work. Let's see. What do I want to take care of next? There's anything interesting? Mirror... I could try the mirror again. Warded doors, nothing. Ice cream maker, nothing, because I don't have the tool for it. Church doors, nope. Map wall, nope. Cafeteria window, nope. And the net picker, okay. Nah, nothing really here. Huh. So do I just want to grab a book to read? Speakers. Oh, I could talk to Gart about karaoke. That's right. That's something I can do. Oh, and there's this unsettled douche.
Hey, was there something you needed?
Okay, Gart, I need to sing karaoke now.
No, you don't. It's not happening.
You need to approach this situation logically. Ask him why he has the PA system installed if you can't use it.
Okay, why do you even have the PA system installed if no one's going to use it?
It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of 44.
What happened in 44?
A lot of people got killed because some arsehole wanted to sing karaoke.
I definitely sing karaoke.
When was the last time you had a band play here?
It's not for bands, it's for clients. Some clients, okay? Not you.
I'm a real client. I've paid my bills and have the right to use the karaoke machine.
Ha! Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got stolen.
Oh, it's alright. I have my own song with
The
me.
man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown. Hard. This is the look of a man who's defeated. He knows he's out of excuses.
Fine, fine. Climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair. I'll plug it in for you. Damn this karaoke machine.
I'm having it uninstalled, he mumbles to himself.
Oh, lovely. Thank you, Gart. Let's see. Anything else interesting? Nope, can't take care of the door. Let's see. One moment. I got this drink open. There we go. Nothing like an energy drink at the end of the workday. And yes, perfectly good to drink some caffeine and wreck my sleep schedule.
I do that every day.
Alright. Let's have a little bit of a sing, shall we, kid?
The stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak under your feet.
Oh, I should definitely put drama
You
stuff on.
feel a little dizzy, a little unsteady suddenly.
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
Hold on. Give me a second. I gotta dress the part first. Clothing. Drama. Dramas. Excuse me. Office shades, get rid of those. I need this. I need... Oh, that's right. The Party Dragon Silk Robe. And the Insane Mesh Top. Gives me a +4. Alright, that's a total of 9. That should be decent. Alright. Alright.
The stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak under your feet. You feel a little dizzy, a little unsteady suddenly.
It's just some stage fright. I got my full drama on.
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know
Oh,
when I
boy.
should turn on the karaoke carousel.
Okay, I got a good, dress. The Silk Dragon, Insane Silk Dragon is part of the dress code. Oh, it gave me a +1 for that. Oh, come on. Oh. Alright. Alright. Look, Kim, I'm going to sing karaoke.
I can see that.
Let's look around the room.
There are some people out there, but mostly a post-meridian slumber has fallen on the premise. Not super lively. It would be wiser to perform in the evening, no? But the choice is yours.
Ow. Let me test it.
Immediately, a loud feedback noise startles the room. You feel like an amateur. How are you supposed to hold the mic? Should you just sing into it? Where should you stand? Hands. Where do you put your hands?
Oof. I did not do that. That didn't go well. Alright. Alright, I think I'll have to just leave this be for later then. Bummer. Gotta wait for the evening. Oh, and figure out what's up with this guy. Put that on. Put this on, and was there some? Oh yeah, that. Glasses. Anything for glasses? Perception's a -1 from people. Blonde people. Oh, that. Okay. I think this is fine. Oh yeah, I should, you know what, let's just put that on for good measure. There we go. Have a word with this guy here.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
He might be wearing a disguise.
Cool shades. Are you wearing a disguise?
Yes, it's a hobby of mine.
As if waiting for some kind of reaction or response. Something to click. It's not happening, though. Who is this guy?
Kim, who is this guy?
I'm not getting involved in this.
Right. Okay, I can't do anything until I do a check for that. Bummer. Right. Okay. What to do? Well, alright, just see you around. I got nothing over there, because I don't have the authority. You know what, let's grab a book and just pass the time. Right, so we got a book from there. Let's check here.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Let's leave that for now. What do we got up here? I know that's, ooh. No sane person would ever put their head into such a machine. Oh, you're looking at the chair over there.
Luckily for me, I am no sane person.
Yeah, apparently that machine is a, if I recognize it correctly, hairstylist machine thingy. Anyways, let's see, what do we got here?
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
Storekeep, what books are these?
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no!
Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. These three things are very important to the working class mind. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
Uh-huh, interesting.
Various paranatural books still litter the shelf.
Right, nothing of interest for me then. What's up here again?
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Is there anything left to buy? Storekeep, can I buy these maps?
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
You seem to underestimate my resources, but, oh, sure, okay.
Yes, yes. Are you interested or not?
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell.
Let's look through the display of books.
Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism.
Uh-huh.
Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook.
Yeah? Well, what's this about?
High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover.
Uh-huh.
Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other.
Uh-huh.
Next to that, Revacholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse, though, but not too long. I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce.
Jeez. Pushy, aren't you? Storekeep, anything of note on this shelf?
I would say... The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool, delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power.
Uh-huh. Okay. Who or what is the Innocents?
A very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education. The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things.
Okay. I thought it was about which of these innocences is the coolest and the greatest.
Perhaps for a layman, deep analysis is necessary to peel back the multi-layered meanings.
Do her words seem vague and abstract to you?
So you recommend it?
Certainly, it's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos we'd be in otherwise.
Ah, right. Anyways, yeah, I need to buy it. I need something
A
to
true
read.
cultural touchstone. Enjoy the read.
Got something tickling my throat. Alright, let's stand out in the rain and have a good read. What do we got? Whoa! Dang, my throat is being tickled. Oh, that's better. Alright.
The Greatest Innocence by João Paulo Salomão Lopes de Fuego. The book is large and heavy.
Alright, let's crack it open.
Browsing through the various chapters, you try your best to understand the ceaseless overflow, the sprawl of names, dates, places, events historical. Most of it ends up as a twisted mass of facts inside your brain. Your educational survey is done. Did you catch any of that? No. Oh well, it's pop quiz time. Let's see what you've learned. This might take a few minutes. You ready?
Oh boy. Yeah, sure, why not?
That's the spirit. Here we go. Question 1. Who was the first innocence? Oh yeah, this is what I was made for.
Oh. Oh, okay. Alright, that's so. Alright, come on, give me all the hints you got.
A pop quiz is a short examination designed to test your knowledge without any prior warning or announcement. Such exams allow the teacher to assess how thoroughly the students have retained the material at hand. Voila. Now blast that first innocence.
You arse.
Thanks for nothing.
You know what? For once, thank you, Half-Light. Thank you.
Dolores Day. Dolores.
Okay. Dolores Day?
Incorrect. Dolores Day was the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. She codified parliamentary democracy and created modern institutions. Among these, the moral intern, she was powerful and beautiful on all her icons. Her colors are silver, white, and apricot. And when you think her name, Dolores, stomach acid rises to the back of your throat, and it hurts. You see a
that's
flash
why-
silver, a wreath, an airport bag, and blonde hair. You don't know why. Another choice, perhaps?
Interesting. So it hurts. That explains why pain threshold popped up at that. Sola?
Incorrect. Sola was anointed during the previous century and even lived to see the current one. She was an urban planner who spoke her mind and largely left history to its own devices, encouraging people to excel on their own rather than prescribing to a deified model of history. She is often called an anti-innocence.
Uh-huh.
Sola resigned after an assassination attempt by a Yugo nationalist who blamed her for not taking the side of the left during the turn-of-the-century revolutions. Innocences don't usually resign. Care to try again?
Okay, the Perak of the Pakistani, well,
Correct. Nothing much is known about him. It's not even clear that he was a he, but Franco Negro presumed as such and called him Pius. He's depicted as a young man with molten gold pouring out of his mouth. All he spoke was gold. It's said he invented God and equality of men before God. He also introduced the gold standard as a way for measuring people's love for Aurum.
Uh-huh.
As the first innocence, he declared that there should be more of those like him. It is presumed his disciples were the beginning of the Holy Party, the founding party. Question 2. Who was the strongest innocence?
Okay.
Easy. Everybody knows the answer to this. You, me, anybody.
Encyclopedia, are you gonna screw me over again? Sure, try again. I trust you got my back.
An innocence is the highest category of historical personage in the world, a literal personification of history. Traditionally, an innocence, when anointed, assumes supreme rule over the Occident or the known world in general. At least the parts that matter.
Yes, so interesting, but I thought you'd give me the answer to the question.
I can do better. Okay, so commonly an innocence does not enforce his or her power through military power. This is seen as unnecessary. The innocence wins because an innocence can't help but win, for their deeds are inevitabilities. Did this help?
Kinda, yes, immensely.
Great. Dolores.
Okay, Payne, I get that Dolores has something to do with you and you are aching over it. But I don't think she was the one. I already had a little bit of a talking to about that. The most powerful, we already got Franco Negro as the Pakistani whatever. Let's see. I guess I'm gonna go with Vesper Messina?
Incorrect. Vespa Messina is not a person, but a defunct state on the southeastern coast of the Occident. It used to take up most of the peninsula before separating into the republics of Vespa and Messina. Care to try again?
Alright, let's, I'm gonna cheat a little bit here. Usually, there's a pattern of that the bottommost answer is going to be the one that moves things forward. So, Dolores Day?
Incorrect again. While she originated many modern institutions, launched several successful expeditions, and was even critical of the Innocentic system itself, and somehow keeps popping up in your mind, she is not often considered the strongest.
So we're going back to the Franco Negro?
Even though the words most associated with her rule are l'amour, la compassion, la autodiscipline, love, compassion, self-control, which could be seen as facets of strength. Would you like to try again?
What?
Who knows? You feel like you lost her somehow. When she left the earth, the dust, and the ice, and the humans. This is unimportant to the quiz. Stop thinking about this.
Alright, Inland, thank you.
Yes, the quiz is impersonal. No need to rouse sensations in yourself at the mention of Dolores Day. Who was the first innocence? It wasn't her.
Wait, we thought we were talking about the strongest.
Correct. Named the innocence of militarism, he codified hereditary rule, but at the same time ended serfdom and established the Inter-Isolari Real as the global reserve currency. He also established the concept of the nation.
Strange. Weird, okay. This is definitely a jumble of facts in my brain.
Franco Negro attempted to solve the rising tensions between the aristocracy and bourgeoisie by building a unified society in which every man has a place and a mission, but at the same time may rise to nobility provided on the strength of his virtue. Question 3. Who was the false innocence?
Okay,
Got
that
it
one.
under control. No problem. Solid on this one. It's widespread historical information.
The names have changed. The names have changed. Okay. Oh, that's not fair. The names have shuffled around. All right,
Encyclopedia.
Encyclopedia, you gonna be helpful this time? I'm still gonna ask you. Every single time I'm gonna ask you just to see if you're going to help once.
Yes, there exists a group called the Founding Party, known as the Holy Party, during the time of the Pericarnacian. This, the world's oldest international organization, spends its time in search of either the re-emergence of the innocents or new members.
Yeah, we mentioned that with Franco Negro, Pakistani, whatever.
There seems to be a mix-up with the sources. It's not my fault. At least it clearly wasn't Dolores Day. She wouldn't be false. She's beautiful.
All right,
Going with Dolores.
I'm not going with Dolores. I know better this time. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Hold on a second. What was the question again?
Who's the false innocent?
False innocence. So many others you thought you knew better. There we go. Question 3. Who was the false innocence? Okay, so I know it's not Dolores. It was a different one, an anti-innocence.
Dolores.
But a false innocence. Maybe they're talking about something else. You know what? Since these apparently are random, so number 3, Kedra.
Incorrect. Kedra is a large nation in the mid-northern area of the Mawindi Isola, north of the Occident, between the Ilmarin mountain range and the Pacific Mare Interregnum. Care to try again?
I think Stefan the Despicable is a king. So yeah, I think Renee mentioned some Stefan the Despicable. Maybe. Let's try. Let's try Erno Pasternak.
Correct. There have been a number of counter or false innocences. Some assumed to have innocentic qualities. Some who just thought so themselves. Occasionally, they have the support of a faction inside the ecclesiastic organization, and accusations of foul play have arisen.
Actually got one right.
The most famous and important of these was Erno Pasternak. He was into torture, despotism, hymns, cannons, and world conquest, but got defeated and humiliated by Stepan the Despicable of Kedra.
Oh! So that's where all those other names came from. Okay.
Final stretch. You've come so far and learned so much. This is the most important one. Question 4. Who was the greatest innocence? The most important of them all. The most precious to humankind.
Dolores Day. I imagine it's Dolores Day because it's still aching my heart for some reason. So precious to humankind that her loss is echoing through people to this day.
I've got it. Honest.
Encyclopedia. Okay, I know you're probably gonna get this out of whack, but sure. I want to hear what you have to say.
Of course, this is my thing. The reason I exist in this world. The correct answer is Franco Negro.
What? You're absolutely certain of this?
0 doubts. While it was actually her.
Oh boy, who you can go with?
Oh. Okay, so I remember Franco Negro had a bunch of important things. Franco Negro was the strongest. It's definitely not Erno because we just discussed him. Franco Negro, we just discussed this a couple minutes ago. Oh, toss up between the two of them, because we could view it in different lights, but sure, fine, I'll go with Dolores Day this time.
Correct. The Mesk might see
Yes.
Franco Negro as the father of nations, but as of this century, there's been a great shift in attitude. Dolores Day has become widely regarded as the greatest innocence. A most radical change to the whole fabric of the world. Everything from inter-esolary travel to the connected world to 3 consecutive scientific revolutions can be traced back to her. Every decade that passes, she seems less human somehow, and more beautiful. And more beautiful. And more beautiful.
Okay, Payne, I get it. You're hurting. You're aching for her.
Congratulations on finishing the test. The results and your subsequent grade have been calculated. You get
Oh, I bet I failed.
a D. Not particularly remarkable, but technically a passing grade. Not that anyone really expected better. You would have done better if you just left Dolores Day for the end. Dial the Dolores Day down a bit.
Damn you, you arrogant book.
What's going on with you?
Thinks it's so smart. God damn.
Okay.
Kim, I'm fine. I'm just having a conversation with a book. Haven't you ever
And
had
mine.
a conversation with a book?
You are shouting at an inanimate object, like a real weirdo. No wonder you seem to have trouble with the right answers.
Let's put the book away. Oh, joy. Anyways, we got the thought completed.
Fairweather T500. Remember that weakness you were looking for in the ceramic armor? Like, maybe it can only stop small, fast projectiles, but a large, slow-moving pry bar would shatter it? Or, if I run an electrical current through it, maybe it will melt. Or, personal favorite, frequency something something radio weapon? None of that would work. You need to shoot the part of the enemy that doesn't have Fairweather T500 on it, because the armor itself is invulnerable. Good news is, so are the armor pieces on you.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, that sums it up. The armor is impenetrable. It is absolutely solid. But everything that it doesn't cover is perfectly vulnerable, like legs, groin, etc.
Well, that whack someone in the head with something heavy.
Well, there's the helmet though. If someone's wearing the helmet,
Yeah, but
they're
it
fine.
doesn't protect you from impact.
No, it actually does spread out the impact. That was one of the things they mentioned in the design of it. It's all these
What?
interconnected plates that will spread out the shock.
Hit the monitor. You'll eventually get it.
Alright, so that concludes that thought. Speed the corpse, shivers, savoir-faire. Alright. Hand-eye coordination. Against enemies in FT 500 armor. Okay. You know what? Let's have a conversation down by the docks. I could use a little more talk. Huh? But I heard something. Something beautiful is going to happen. Alright, BC. I want a word with you, because Everett seems to be well on his way to taking care of things.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Let's see. So I've been dealing with Everett again.
She's not even asking you anything. It's so easy to just say.
Let's see. He asked me to deliver an envelope.
Sounds like he has you running errands, Detective. A well-established dominance ritual. Where did he have you deliver it?
To a nameless settlement down on the coast nearby.
Ah, yes. I've been meaning to go there.
He wants to build a youth center here for the children of Martinez.
A youth center with Edgar Clare's statue on top of it. Go ahead. Help him. Make it so. I have no power to stop him.
So you're sad you can't buy the place?
Yes. I'm sad I'll never have the time, Detective. I've always wanted a dilapidating fishing village.
She is more defensive about it than usual.
Interesting.
Full of ghosts and ancient memories. Has this errand yielded you any information?
Alright, let's talk about something
Of course, Detective. You can always drop by later, should something come up.
Okay,
Now, what else can I do for you?
Well, about that strike, I want to see if there's something else I can tell you. Nope, nothing.
Of
Crap.
course.
Don't tell her you've met Everard right away. There's time.
I think that is everything I can really do with you. Right, well, okay. I'm gonna check this out. There's one old lady I want to talk to real quick. I got a hunch. What's up with this old lady?
Give me a moment.
Who are you?
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways.
Do you live here?
If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room. It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
And all she gets, too. The coastal wind beats down hard on the coal room door outside. Splashes of waves make the balcony slippery. She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while. Even her sentences feel rusty.
Uh-huh. Alright, fine. I don't think there's anything else I can really check out here. Yeah, nothing really. There's gotta be something in that room over there, but the door's locked, so nothing I can do about that. Well, let's head back out. You know what, let's poke my nose down here. See if the fella's returned. Nope, not yet, so I'm gonna poke his mugs.
A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others.
Tap on the mugs.
A little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable. There's something disdainful in the way the curves and lines of the bodies were drawn.
What do I mean uncomfortable? Because I mean, I've seen some stuff.
It looks like the artist is celebrating diversity, but underneath, he's just making fun of these people.
Cynical, slippery bastard.
You ain't gonna change someone's mind by calling them a bastard. The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs, then puts it back down with a look of disdain.
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
You know what, I've already figured this much out, but you know what? Whip out the
Yes,
yellow mug.
your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. The same humor, the same mocking lines.
I came to this conclusion without even doing this.
There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever lives here might have used the Whirling's container to dump his trash. And now they've drawn the ire of the Union. The plot thickens, as they say.
An interesting little clue. Let's see where this goes. Clues have a way of magically connecting to other clues down the road.
Do you really think it's the same person who put the dead man's clothes in the trash? I mean, he already admitted it.
Who knows? I'm not expecting too much from this clothes in the trash lead either way. It might turn out to be some random local matter, but still, a nice coincidence.
You could ask Everard who this person is once you're done here.
Alright, that's everything. Ya-da-da-da-da-da. Let's see if I can have a word with Kuno-S.
Can't believe you didn't take the shot. Fucking coward. Waved a gun like a clown. Next time you point that shit at me, you better take the shot.
Her knuckles have turned white, holding on to that fence. She's been here for days, seething.
You've been holding on to that fence for days? You haven't even gone to sleep? Jeez.
Man, you really traumatized that child by pointing a gun at them.
Yeah, she wanted it. She wanted it, and by gum, in my current state, I say she deserves it. I just wish I had the hand-eye coordination to have followed through. Absolute perk. Seems like people on the north side of town here are just a bunch of hard arses. Everyone's gotta stick up their bum.
I have really outdone myself. This is divine.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat ass of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
Damn.
René, it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
You mentioned Jean-Marie Ballou? Who is that?
Oh, sweet Jenny. She was the finest woman in all of Revachol. Maybe the entire world.
Do not defile her memory, Gaston. Let her rest in peace.
His tone lacks its usual intensity, like he doesn't feel he has the right to speak on the matter.
So you both know her?
We knew her, all right. Lived on the same street our entire lives, just 2 houses apart. The 3 of us have been best friends since we were 4. She was René's first girl, back when the prick was 16. They were courting till he decided he'd rather die for some great ideal than just be happy.
And then you stole her from me.
Easy, fellas. No need for this to get ugly.
Oh, officer. It already got ugly nearly 80 years ago when the 3 of us were just learning to walk and talk.
You stole her from me.
Uh-huh. So, what is that? Are you guys like 90 years old then?
Well, technically, you stole her from me, because we'd been pretty close ever since you two had that falling out over the ink you spilled over her pretty yellow dress.
We were just boys then. This was different. You... No point starting this all over again. For the 1000th and the first time. Especially when we have company. Officer.
What happened to her?
She died of pneumonia 2 winters ago. It was a quiet passage. Peaceful.
Okay.
René and I were both by her bedside when she...
died. No use sugarcoating it. Won't bring her back. Will it now?
departed. Until the very end she couldn't decide between us. The most indecisive woman I've ever met.
Oh, it's adorable.
Clearly
A
never
quick
met me.
grimace of pain passes over Rene's features, but he immediately regains control. His face now a dispassionate mask again.
Why do you think she was indecisive?
She could never make up her mind about anything. What to have for breakfast, favorite color, or which one of us to marry. She was always leaving one of us for the other, but never long enough to actually get married.
Nothing wrong with weighing your decisions first, of course. But of course you do want to eventually make a decision.
Heck, technically, we're both still engaged to her.
You always confused her. Couldn't let us be happy. Seduced her with your fancy words and pastries.
So he was the fancy boy, the very soft, kind person, and he was the hard-ass, valiant person. She couldn't decide between hard or soft.
He suddenly remembers you are still there, falls silent, and turns away.
Alright, thanks for sharing.
Of course, officer. Memories are all we have left.
Tell me, what do you know about the dead man?
Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really.
Shame, maybe you can help me with something else.
Of course, officer. I mean, I hope I can.
Well,
What's on your mind?
well, that sandwich looks delicious. Can I have a bite?
I'm sorry, officer, but I really don't share food. Nothing personal, it's just a principle.
The only one you have.
The sandwich looks like a culinary wonder, well made and abundant in components. The author sure knew their craft. In addition to the obvious slice of ham, a fat one, you notice a brim of a tomato peeking from below. And is that mayonnaise?
Oh, he put a little bit of mayonnaise in the sandwich? Please, man, can I just have a bite?
Believe me, officer, I wish I could help you, but I need this sandwich to keep my blood sugar stable. In my age, you need to pay attention to these things.
Please, friend, let's just share it.
Fuck off! It's mine!
A glimmer of respect flashes in Rene's eyes.
Sorry, officer. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it in a bad way. But the sandwich is mine. I'm not gonna share it.
And it's gone.
When the dissidents come to rape our country, he hides. But try to get a bite of his dear sandwich and he gets claws? You're a special kind of vermin, Gaston.
Ooh. Alright, bye for now. I got some rhetoric stuff to put on. Alright, let's see. What do I got here? Rhetoric. And perception, logic. There. Excuse me. Empathy. Logic, electrochemistry. It's reaction speed, nice rhetoric. Conceptualization. So what's my rhetoric is a +1. Nothing else? Nothing else to increase my rhetoric? Unless Inland Empire, empathy, no. Really, I don't have anything else for rhetoric. So, drama, no, logic, encyclopedia, rhetoric. And nope, that's it. That is everything. Ah, yes, +1 rhetoric. What's polo anyway? -1 empathy. No, really, what the hell is polo?
Polo bitches.
Alright, so rhetoric is at a 7.
It is such a pleasure to see you again, officer. How may I head the citizens' militia on this fine day?
Alright, so we got a 9 on this rhetoric. We need to strike a 14, which means I need a 5 or greater. Alright, here we go.
Alright, this is how we're gonna do it.
I admire your handiwork, Chef, but there are a few things I do differently.
Like what, officer? This is as good as they come in Revachol, I assure you.
An array of delicious recipes flashes through your mind. Salads, salmon, sandwiches, bingo.
Finger slip there.
This calls for an engineering angle. Structural rigidity, exposed rafters, lattice works, that type of approach.
Ah. Oh, had you put a large slice of Old Vein cheese crosswise from the ham, it would minimize the component loss via crumbling.
Mon Dieu, that is an excellent idea. That would virtually negate the component loss.
I'll do you one better. The air pocket between the cheese and ham could house pre-roasted paprika.
Ce serait délicieux. Can you make that sandwich, officer?
Sure, but I'm going to need yours as a prototype first.
I hope you are not just tricking an old man out of the little he has left.
Initial development takes time, of course, but in 6 to 9 months you will eat the sandwich of the gods.
Oh, god of sandwiches, maybe? But in the meanwhile, what can I do for you here and now, officer?
Oh, that's all. Bye. I stole his sandwich. Oh, I stole his sandwich right out from in front of him. Oh, he's a ham sandwich. Oh. Oh, boy. There we go. Should I eat it in front of him, though? Yeah, sure.
The ham sandwich looks fresh and nutritious in your hand, begging to be eaten.
Oh, here, Kim, let's share.
I'll pass. Thanks.
When you hold something up long enough, some people are compelled to take it. Try it on the lieutenant.
Hold the sandwich up for the lieutenant.
Thank you, but no, I'm not hungry.
Keep holding it.
No.
Do not lower the sandwich.
No.
Hold the sandwich up, moving closer to his chin.
The lieutenant's eyes express an absolute lack of interest.
Move the sandwich around in front of the lieutenant's mouth and make aircraft noises. Here comes the aeroplane!
The lieutenant stands next to you, but he might as well exist in a parallel realm.
You know, Kim, if I hold the sandwich up long enough...
Some people would feel compelled to take it. Yes, I know.
Not you, though.
No.
Okay, I'll put the sandwich away. Oh boy, what next? What next? Oh yeah, what's 40 points needed for that. What to check out next? What to check out? What to check out? Oh. Well, there's the bear, but I don't want to give up him just yet, because I got that meeting in an hour and hour and 3/4. Almost evening, and I could do the performance. Wonder. I wonder, hey, you got anything to say, gang?
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
Hey, grocery, why could I have some of that brew?
He smiles and nods enthusiastically, and, chattering away in his language, ladles some brew into a small thermal cup, then hands it to you.
Alright. Do you know what's behind that door?
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
Don't think I need anything else. Stay masculine. Right, so... Aha, a brew. Okay. Oh, good thing I do not drink anything. Alright. Swap that there. And... You know what? Let's see if we can, have our little fun now. We got the lights going. Might be a good time for some fun. A little bit of singing. Pass the time. Alright, I'm gonna need this, and this. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Had some nice shoes as well. Nice snakeskin shoes. Okay. And gloves. Maybe I should swap the gloves out. Nothing interesting for gloves. I might as well go with these. Oh yeah, I got the interfacing ones. Oh, these are +2 interfacing though, so yeah, I know, don't need those yellow gardening gloves ever again. Right.
The stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak under your feet.
Pellets or pallets? I think it's actually supposed to be pallets. Because I don't actually see any pellets there. But I do see pallets. I do have pallets to make this a makeshift stage. So, technically, I think that's a typo? Shame. Can't really... I'm sure someone's reported already. But anyways.
You feel a little dizzy. A little unsteady suddenly.
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
Alright, good look around the room.
The bar is full and buzzing with chatter. No one is paying you any attention. But still you feel your knees turn to noodles. Okay, now a couple is looking at you.
Hello.
Even worse.
Oh, there, the chat stuff finally popped up on here. Nice. So since I'm streaming, Quantum, since I'm streaming this on YouTube, I actually have a little widget that pipes in the YouTube chat, so I can actually see when someone says something, assuming it pops up in a timely manner. So, hello! Alright, and...
Just make sure you move, okay? Don't be stiff.
Alright, here we go! Good luck with the oh! Throw in some dance moves. Okay, I got a decent chance here. 83%. Negating all that misplay I did earlier. Here we go!
The air is thick with anticipation. Someone dims the lights as the music starts. Okay, here we go.
Here we go. This is for all you lovebirds out there.
I would often go there. To the tiny church there.
Ooh, Lizard Brain is singing.
The smallest church in San. Though it once was larger. How the realm may rest there. Down through the mist there. Toward the Seven Sisters. Toward those pale cliffs there.
Yes,
I would often stay there. In that tiny yard there. I have been so glad here. Looking forward to the past here. But now, you are all alone. None of this matters. No, none of this matters at all.
I forgot I had the glasses on that reduced my drama. Bugger. Yay! Task completed! Ooh, that is lovely. Okay, I definitely want to grab a screenshot of those lyrics. Let me grab that real quick. Perfect.
A lazy applause fills the room. You feel your hands shake as awareness of your body returns to you.
Thank you, ancient reptilian brain.
There is silence now in the deep where the voice came from. It has receded, to return only in dreams and nightmares. This guy really carried you.
Yeah, he sure did. Oh, let's see. You know what? I'm going to dedicate this song to my partner, Kim.
The lieutenant doesn't say anything, but gives you a quick smile before turning away. He's incapable of blushing, but if he weren't, he'd blush.
Aw, it's so nice of you, Kim. It's nice that you care.
Good. Are we ready? I want to unplug the microphone now.
Of course you do.
Last words?
Thank you, mayonnaise!
Not the mayonnaise.
Oh. Kim, you got anything to say?
Yes?
I shaved.
Yes. I don't know what to say. Perhaps,
What is it, Kim? You can tell me, Kim.
I'm not really sure about this turn of events. I think the mutton chops might have been a better idea. They sort of seem to cover up some of the...
Some of the ugly mug of mine.
Yeah, damage. He means damage.
Either way, good on you. You were saying?
I want to talk about you.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
I mean, we'll work together if we have more rapport.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
Oh, well, Ace, I have considered trying to get rid of that smile. It's been difficult. Let's see. Yeah, okay, you're wearing glasses, Kim.
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
Just observing.
I guess you don't need glasses, then.
Damn.
Physical instrument, that was a 14. I don't think I have enough for a 14. Especially when it's already a 2. Yeah, I'm not beating that. Yeah, nope, not getting there. You don't look like other people around here.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
What is Seoul?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity, and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
No, Seoul is actually pretty interesting. I want to hear more about the cuisine.
Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, pan-Isolari state west of the Insulindian Isola. Actually, it's quite interesting. Some would even say mysterious.
You're only making it sound uninteresting. I want to learn more about Seoul.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Revacholière.
Okay.
A point of pride to him.
That's good. Oh, that's nice. You're proud to be this citizen. Okay, that's very nice. Good. You got a little bit of patriotism in you. Tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
Ask again.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow.
The restraining eyebrow.
It's like you're locked down.
What's happening to me?
Something the matter, detective?
What's going on? It's like you're a puppet in his hands.
Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna need legendary levels of stuff. Okay, give up. Let's give up on that.
The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
Alright. You ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
Like, do you have conversations with your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary.
So your brain never just chimes in with advice or warnings or anything?
I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his familiar mnemotechnique A6 and idly thumbs through a few pages. We all have our different mediums. His is written. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
Right then. Okay, so can't do the observation thing. Hold on a second. That was a physical instrument, can't do that, and authority can't do that either, so nothing. Got nothing for that. That's all for now, Kim.
Good. Let's change the subject.
Okay, how about the subject is nothing? Alright. Now, I need to take a quick bio break here. Let's just go ahead and pause this. There we go, and be back in a moment. Alright, back now. Alright, still got 1.5 hours. Jeez, that little performance did not take a lot of time. What to do, what to do? Might as well check with the woman.
Moment.
She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps pulling at the frayed edge of her blanket.
Uh-huh.
And there's no public phones nearby?
Oh.
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
Uh-huh.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
I also grabbed some pizza while I was down. Sorry, ma'am, I didn't mean to eavesdrop on your conversation. Tell me, how might I make it up to you?
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The Union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
Hey, what's wrong with the phone line?
The manager was vague about it.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later. Ask God, maybe.
Why did you need to use the phone anyway?
To let the young woman who's house-sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
We ran into your husband on the coast, madame. He was just going to finish up some work and then come back.
Are you sure it was him? Oh, thank heavens. Silly me. I knew what I was getting into when I married a cryptozoologist, of course. It's just... waiting for him to come back from field work is always nerve-wracking. Still, I should have known he'd be returning late this time around. Finding the Insulindian phasmid, it's very important to him.
Why, what? So your husband is some kind of scientist?
Oh, yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise.
What's a cryptozoology? Well, what is cryptozoology?
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
She's used to playing off such insults casually, but they still affect her.
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
The quality of research at Revacholian universities has been on the decline, but you doubt there was ever a time when cryptozoology was embraced by the academic elite.
Suggestion. Maybe I can increase that. That needs an 11. Why is it a 1? Wait, oh, it's purple. Yeah, I don't have anything for purple. That's all for now.
Just a moment, officer. If you run into my husband again, do tell him I'm worried and to hurry back.
Sure thing.
Oh, thank you so much, sweetie. Good luck with your investigation now.
Well, that gives me something to do. Alright, let's get outside here. And let's get some proper attire put back on. Empathy. So I got something to increase my empathy. Alright, and map. Give me the map. Travel. I think here. Yeah. How do I pop that bubble? Alright. Come on, Kim. Let's get going. There's Morel.
Hello, hello. What can I do for you, officer?
Well, just want to let you know that, Lena seems pretty eager for your return.
And I'm eager to return to her, I assure you. But I can't leave before we finish with these traps. My wife understands that just as well as anyone.
Come on, Morel. We've been soaking out here for days. It's time to go back.
And leave the traps? Absolutely not. I won't let Lena down.
Yeah, Lena's more concerned about you.
Come on, she wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch reed crabs if we don't dry out soon.
I didn't know the Phasmid was so important to Lena.
Of course it's important to her. She's seen it. A verified sighting, on record. One of only 40th century, and it's hers.
She's seen it?
Really? She sighted the Phasmid?
Yes. That's how we first came to know one another, in fact. But that's her story to tell, not mine. Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian Phasmid together. I can't abandon course now.
Maybe you could come back to the whirling, warm up, come back to check on the traps later.
No. The traps need to be monitored on a regular schedule. What would we do if the Phasmid were to starve while we were sipping tea at the hostel?
He's dead set on this. I could go for some trap setting.
Ooh, interfacing! You want to have some fun? What if we check the traps for you?
I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer.
Well... chaos is my method. I'm its scion. Nah, cryptozoology and detective work are very similar.
Yes, indeed. Both require a great deal of research, attention to detail, and, above all, persistence.
You know. Alright, so where are these traps?
There are 4 in total. One is to the south, on this little peninsula, by the boathouses there. It's very near.
Okay, one is south, by the boathouse, okay.
Another we set in Land's End, to the northeast. It's behind a small sand dune there, on your way to the old radio tower, after the church.
Okay, radio tower after the church, got it.
The third is set near the canal, where you crossed, by a concrete slab. A big thicket of reeds going up the slope, and among them...
Okay.
You should check at least one of those before returning to this one, since I just said it. This one's more of a technicality, but still, better safe and stupid than sorry.
That seems like a lot. Do we really have time for this extracurricular venture?
The pursuit of knowledge is its own justification.
Is it?
Alright, what do I do if there's a Phasmid in the traps?
Bring it to me at once. Just make sure the trap is closed tight.
He's not comfortable with the possibility that you'll claim the find, but he's lying about this even to himself.
Alright, what if I encounter a Phasmid in the wild?
That's highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do, I'll spray you with a pheromone mixture I developed. It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone should attract the insect to you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite potent. Will last you about a week.
Oh boy, you're giving me deodorant, basically? Alright,
Just want to return with food.
Let's see. Lay it on me, thick.
This is the smell of dying reeds, of longing crumbling into the water.
I hope you're not buying this. He dispenses it without letting you touch the canister, so it would be precious like holy water.
It is precious. A single dose cost me 50 real to develop. Not that I expect you to understand self-financing one's own research.
I mean, to be fair, I've been self-financing myself as much as I can since I woke up. Alright, let's get to it.
Right, which means you two can pack up and go back to the whirling.
Finally, someone's talking sense.
Thank you for your help. Gary and I will start breaking down camp. If you have any more questions, now's the time to ask. We'll be gone once you get to it.
Alright, I'll get going. Alright, let's start looking around here. Oh, hey, I can just hold this down. Oh, there's the trap.
There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one you saw Morel set before. Same mesh, same wiring.
Let's look around.
Behind you, the ruins of a residential building loom over the reeds. They whisper amongst themselves. Confidentially, snowflakes cling to their shivering stems. When this district was booming, the reeds were kept at bay. Nothing obscured the freshly painted facades. Nowhere for drunks and adventurous teenagers to hide. Now, only the wind blows.
Alright, reach for the trap.
Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten. You see no carnivorous reed phasmid gorging on them.
Big surprise. Anyway, 1 down, 3 to go.
Let's see. No need to grin. I'm not expecting to find anything. I'm just helping the citizens and getting some fresh air.
I meant no offense. Just...
No offense taken, Kim. You're fine, you're fine. Yeah, that's right. I should increase Spirit de Corps so I can do that other one. Whoa! Excuse me. Apply that. Inspect the traps, map. Oh, yep, man with sunglasses. I gotta return to that. Let's have a nice jump through here. Ooh, what's this?
Winter, slow to let go of Revachon. Flecks some more wet snow from above.
Alright, let's look around.
The snow falls lazily, making the beach sand paler still, mixing with the rust-colored sewage runoff. And to think, it seemed as though it were already spring.
How does it feel?
The melting snow seeps through your thin clothes. Grandmothers don't let their grandchildren out dressed so lightly in this weather. At least your hair is protected from getting wet and sticking together. You look around.
Alright, what's in the west?
More winding coastlines lined with abandoned buildings. Crumbling piers, salt water lapping at their dark piles. Grey and red forgotten city blocks. What remains of the pre-revolutionary effort to gentrify the coast.
And beyond that?
The waters turn black. Coal City in the shadow of San Martin. A boomtown. Back when coal extracted from countless shafts near the city was needed to power Revachon. No more. The coal was supplanted by petroleum from the ocean floor and hydropower from the Esperance. Everything crumbled. These days, only the weakest remain in Coal City. Their hopes of getting rich linger in the defunct shafts under their feet.
So what is there?
Below the old mines, L'Océan Municipal, Revachel's underground cemetery. Le Petit Rat braved the underground passageways, trying to get to Le Royaume.
Le Royaume?
Where the Philippian kings were interred, with their doctors and their admirals. Mausoleums, burial chambers, leaf gold still remains on the double door of the morning.
And Les Petits Rats?
Children under 14, they go underground looking for artifacts to sell to foreign museums, and for fabled relics. Their parents let them. They go deeper.
Deeper.
After rubies, melchiorite, lapis lazuli, plundered from Safle and Seol during the time of the suzerain. In the burial chambers of the kings, Grand Old Philip, Guillaume II, and even in the mausoleum of Philip the Opulent. 2 kilometers underground, in a winding shaft along whose walls mirrors have been placed, so that daylight may eternally fall upon the richest of all the kings. The mausoleum contains untold quantities of gold, and that special, purest of the pure magenta cocaine, favored by Revacholian royalty.
Cocaine.
How can it be pure if it's magenta?
Yeah, how can it be pure?
Snow falls, and there is no answer. Some things are not for mortals to know.
Uh-huh, like snow.
Few Petits Rats return from the shafts. Even fewer find what they're looking for. A small child steps out of the black tunnel with silver trinkets in her pockets. All around her, white snow on the extinguished coke furnaces and on the weather-worn shacks where fathers beat their sons after drinking. The snow melts on your fingers, turning to water.
Uh-huh. So what's to the east?
The canal you crossed to get here and beyond it. Martinez proper, the district the police forgot to police. There is laughter, lights, attempts at entrepreneurial activity, cynicism. Someone is scraping snow off their windshield at the roundabout, in the midst of which a statue of Philip III serves as a destination for grade school field trips and a fine perch for winter birds.
That's all?
Like all monuments, it's also a warning. 6-story ruins on the south side of the roundabout cast a long shadow over the profligate king.
And further?
A fenced-off yard. There's a truck belonging to a logistics company parked next to the gate. Bright light from a building behind the fence reflects off its hood. Clean white light coming from the windows of a clean cube-shaped office building hidden amidst ruins. A secret.
Ah. Okay, so what's in the north?
The abandoned church, one of 2 remaining stave churches, which were collectively called Les Sept Sœurs. The other 6 sisters were destroyed during the Revolution.
And further north?
A serpentine strip of land weaving its way into the Martinez Inlet. Unfortunates on the run from the law, from themselves, sometimes hide out on nearby islets. Little dots in the ocean that are occasionally submerged when the tide is high and the weather foul.
And on the inlets?
The remains of a camp on a jagged piece of rock, a tent, old dishes and cutlery, long since abandoned. A hermit crab scuttles among the debris, looking for a new shell. Further out, the lights burn bright on Resurrection, way beyond Martinez. A popular spa destination for ample-bodied Ozon kids with equally ample pockets.
And on the other side of the inlet?
Then there's Ozon, but the snow falls too thick. You cannot see that far.
Before that, before the curtains are drawn?
The Bay of Revachol. Vastness, great depth, over 1,200 meters at its deepest. Water, air brinier than here. It is crisscrossed by huge cargo ships bearing company logos. Wild pines, Zam, Mauryan, and at the farthest reaches of the Bay of Revachol, the shadow of the Coalition warship, Archer, on perpetual patrol duty, ready to unleash artillery fire if you were to rise up against the market. You shudder.
And what's in the south?
The raised motorway, 881, separating Martinez from Jamrock. Vehicles whoosh past one another day and night, while those who reside in the labyrinthine alleyways beneath the motorway attempt to carry on with their lives in the snow and the slush. And south of the 881 is the Pox.
Pox? I think I heard about this previously.
Was once a park, a place for reflection and recuperation
Oh,
for the patients
yeah.
of the old military hospital. In the 20s, it was used as a quarantine center during a measles outbreak that killed many children. Most everyone has avoided the hospital and surrounding park ever since. The Pox is completely wild now. Evergreen thickets covered in snow and industrial dust. Feral dogs and even wolves roaming in packs. The police try to keep the deepest corners cordoned off.
But still,
heavy drug users do slip through and hole up in the old military hospital, hoping to find something to get high on among the hastily abandoned supplies, or just to overdose in peace.
Further south,
a line of motor garages with armored carapaces hunched in the cold. A mechanic is hard at work, patching up bullet holes in the side of a Capri 40. These are the garages of Precinct 41. Snow settles on the roof of the repurposed silk mill. It serves as your station. Shivering RCM personnel hurry in and out of the main entrance. Around you, the snow continues to fall. To the west, the ocean swells.
No, it was home. I want more.
The stairs descend to central Jamrock. A man named Cooklove has a snow-covered stall there, in the market across the bridge. He sells kebab infested with fly larvae to your colleagues who believe eating it will make them immune to food poisoning.
That's not how it works.
Snow falls on the utility district, the library, the florist, the Sarah Mauritian restaurant that offers homemade wine, and also on the brothels and drug dens, and the chop shops of the Zemliaki. All of this built around a lake that formed in a meteorite strike. At the center of this lake, there is a little ship. There are lights at the bottom of its hull. They are lights directed toward the seafloor, looking for something, like whiskers.
Looking for what?
A chill comes over you, crawling down your back. The sand under your feet is wet. Somewhere in the south, tarpaulin flap in the wind.
Alright, so what's above me?
More Coalition aerostatics. Occasionally, lights flash as they maneuver through the falling snow. One large airship carries crates in its belly.
What's below me?
Layer upon layer of sand, poisoned with industrial runoff. The storm drainage, hidden bunkers. Rats scuttle.
Hidden bunkers? Tell me a secret of the sands, Wind.
Someone stuffed a big old polar anorak into a concrete pipe under the boardwalk. It would keep you warm. You would probably never happen across it. But who knows?
Someone's into a concrete pipe under the boardwalk. Aha. Concrete pipe under the board. Okay. I'll have to look out for that. Alright, stomp my
We should
feet.
keep moving. Who knows when the snow will let up.
Alright, yep. Oh hey, as long as I'm here, let's see if anyone's in the church. Any old ladies here? Hey, fellow, where's the other old person that comes here?
Oh, hey, Wade. There's coffee in the back. Oh, wait. I meant the mother's love.
Coffee in the back. Something familiar about that. Coffee and stale cookies.
Hey, by any chance you wouldn't have heard her say the password to the radio computer? Yes.
Too many times, essay. You need it for something.
Yes, absolutely.
Surveys are a good way to fish for personal information, especially in the name of public safety.
I'm doing a survey of passwords and passcodes identifying regional trends in the interest of public safety, of course.
Don't sweat it, vato. The password is afterlife death. When you think of that, makes me almost pity La Nilita Pequeña when I hear it.
You know the speed freaks call you Crab Man.
Un cangrejo? Never thought of myself as a crab.
Yes, the guy in the
More
Raptors.
like a flame flickering among the raptors and beams. It may be that I gotta work on my technique.
That's not the only technique he's working on. Look at those carved sculptures. And is that a satchel of tools over there?
Wait. Did you carve those sculptures?
Sure am. Whittling wood used to be something I just did to busy my hands. Now I use those same hands in service of something greater than my own restlessness.
All right, let's consider the context and meaning here.
Okay. You've got some nice, curves going on there. You're promoting the objectification of women with your reactionary depiction of female bodies. Okay. I see what you've done there. It's as if these figures are trying to become one with the church, or perhaps with the mother herself.
It's all just for the mother, man. No need to overthink it.
Fine. Okay. To be fair, it's really more like a spider, but everyone calls you the Crab Man.
It don't bother me none. Crab no worse than a man, if you think about it.
What was that about coffee? I feel like I've heard it somewhere before.
Look, man, I'm at liberty to talk about the sacred blaze of the mother's glorious heart, but not about the coffee.
Okay, all right, thanks.
I think we're done here, essay.
That was an interesting conversation. However, I'm still not sure how it's relevant to our investigation.
Kim, don't you worry your pretty little head.
Why does art inspire you so much?
No, art is for arrogant blowhards. Why am I getting this?
Is it? Yet your eye constantly seeks out the most critical side of any aesthetic confrontation. You follow the expressions of imagination and technical skill with curiosity. In short, art is the highest form of human communication, representation, narrative, emotion, and agency intertwined.
Would I fit into the art world? I mean...
Have you looked in the mirror lately? To be honest, you have the exact features of the modern artist, with that wild hair and those clothes.
Just shake.
Perhaps you should try to write poetry someday, and critique architecture.
Hold on, is architecture also art?
Of course not. It's autism, box drawing, masturbation with a ruler and a sextant, or whatever they use. You should demean and criticize the genteel institution of architecture, while extolling the virtues of the pure arts.
Wait, what about music? Is it art?
Only the most experimental kind.
Okay. I guess I have been feeling critical lately.
Yes, you seek substance. No vapid representations and reproductions of social mores as made manifest in stuffy biennials. We're talking real, living art here. Become the art cop. Half art critic, half cop.
Oh yes, Star Cop.
Wait, but don't I have to be 100% cop to get the case finished and all that?
Quit being so indecisive. What are you going for here? Some kind of indecisive and camp aesthetic now? Strike a bold shape here. Go art or go home.
Alright. If 50% art critic is needed to free me from rote repetition, so be it.
Exactly. It's not only your duty to only catch the criminals off the street, you must also apprehend criminals of the printing press and the gallery, the trite and derivative artists and writers of the world. Go ahead and provide savage criticisms, art cop. The world is yours to rip to pieces and reassemble.
Let's take a quick look at that.
That reminds me. Have you ever heard of the Wumpy Dumpty Dum Center?
Oh yes, I have. It's begun to wave its web around that. Oh, it's getting close to that time, but I also gotta check the traps. You know what? Let's give this a quick check.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons.
Press play.
The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice...
Good evening. Votre accident on Saint-Brun. This is the East Insulindian Rapid Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
Alright, let's try this again. I think I have the right password.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife, death.
Good. I have unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament. Votre accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Yeah, Yvonne, it's me again. How are you?
Good, thank you. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
Yeah, Fortress accident, like the one in the doomed commercial area.
I have 2 machines registered to this company name in Martinez. One on Saint-Brun, the other on Rue de Saint-Ghislaine.
Aha! Wait, so maybe the password should be the same?
Saint-Brun, that's the church. And Rue de Saint-Ghislaine, that's the doomed commercial area.
Okay.
Anything else I can help you with?
Yep, that'll be all.
Sleep well, votre accident.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons.
Print.
The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal.
Read the printer.
The first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short and concise. Arrived at the church, the door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in.
Wait, how did you record this in your journal if there was no electricity? What?
The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
You think the logs might be connected to the case?
Our case? No, I don't think so. It must be some local eccentric.
Right, second entry.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, all right. Still haven't figured out the electricity.
Next.
7th of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking ESCA series, something advanced.
Why would she need an antenna?
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
4th entry.
8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna, had some problems setting it up. Called Simon for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers. But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked.
Why? What's up with the writers?
I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
A data loss?
Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. Let's just keep reading.
Artist Pro Alexei, who are all these people?
I think these people worked in the radio computer games business. The one we saw in the Doom commercial area. They must be our former co-workers.
5th entry.
12th of February, 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 a.m.
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder.
Could be interesting.
Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place.
6th entry.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. Need to get some mics.
Is she talking about?
Silence. Okay, 7th entry.
28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the Swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence, with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
But what could it be?
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them. No ripples.
8th entry.
March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disco song over and over again.
Oh, neo-disco. Disco.
Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good, I don't want anyone distracting me from my work. That disco man must be a cell.
Must be describing a cell.
The girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yes.
9th entry.
March 51. I got a call from the repeater station. Someone has tried to access the radio computer in our old office in Martinez. Can't do anything about it. The storekeeper still doesn't want to let me inside the building. Thinks I'm part of some kind of curse. How Martinez of her.
Wait. What? It's accurate. Okay. Okay.
I knew it wasn't a good idea to meddle with the machine.
No. It was a great idea. You're learning things. This is how you learn things about machines.
10th entry.
March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles. Crackers. Ping energy drinks. Water. Toothpaste. Gum. Also, some canned air.
Canned air.
Your reading is interrupted by the sound of the church door opening.
Ooh.
A strange woman makes straight for the radio computer.
breaking into my radio computer, I see.
Yes, you are breaking in, but not into her radio computer. You're a master circuit bender.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
Ah. We're not just breaking in. I'm pursuing a mysterious lead, searching for my lost identity.
You won't find any answers from here. It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
Alright, I'll leave you be. I gotta go check a few things out. Oh yeah, I got a new thought.
A new what?
A new thought.
Oh.
Actual art degree. Another capo type, the worst capo type. The art cop. Right, I don't have any other spots to unlock, so you made kind of superstar, indirect demos, nothing of interest, it seems like. Alright. Well, I still got like 15 minutes before the meeting, so... You know what? Let's check out this door real quick. Tools. Swap that out. Oh, I should swap this out too.
Swap me out.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it.
Oof,
the door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
Oh boy, impossible. 20. Can't open it. What is this thing?
It's military. A service depot of some sort.
What's used
The washerwoman mentioned a depot up the coast. She said it was for moving ammo and cargo across the bay. This might be it.
It may have been used to serve as an aerostatic battleship in the atmosphere, or a fortification, like a sea fort in the bay.
Interfacing. I don't think I got anything for more interfacing. I already got a +2. +2 from the gauntlet. I'm gonna need at least 8. Anything. Closures. There. Composure. Perception. Reaction sand. Perception. Facing. Nope, nothing. Oh, but I got 6 bottles in my container. Okay. Alright, so there should be... Oh, there's the trap.
A familiar apparatus lies among the reeds. Another one of Morel's traps, weighed down by stones to keep it in place.
Let's look
the
around.
Reeds sway in the coastal breeze. They seem to be waiting for something.
Continue.
The wind picks up here, near the Cape's end, surrounding the narrow strip of land from 3 cardinal directions. It's cold for this time of year.
Reach for the trap.
This trap is also full of panicked locusts. No sign of any cryptozoological beast inside.
Nope.
Another empty trap.
How are you enjoying the cardio, Lieutenant? I'm enjoying myself.
Always up for a good jog. Otherwise, would I still be on this case with you?
Kim. Let's take a quick look up here. Anything interesting up here? Oh, it's a lighthouse! It's a lighthouse up there. Neat. I don't see anything interesting out here, though. Alright, let's jog back, Kim. I think I'll leave that door alone for now. Ooh, there's that phone. Oh, and the child has come in to see me. Of course, she wants me to follow her, but no, I'm a little bit busy. Ooh, the coat. I can't get the coat with Kim here. Oh, they already cleaned up the body. How nice. I should be able to just, take the tear now.
There's some tear.
Can I take the tear is the question. She's crying. You little stinker. Mike Morel, got that already done. So if I swap this out, can I get anything from
There's
here?
some tear.
No.
An empty two and no. There's more in there.
Nah.
A tragedy.
Nothing there for me. Right. I should pause here for a second. Because that little baby, he's gonna be crying at me for 5 minutes straight unless I go and tend to her. Let's go see what
yes,
he
the
wants. Be right back.
Okay. Meow.
Alright, I'm back. Let's swap this back over. Here we go. Right, do I want to speak with crazy old lady, or... Let's see. Can I get away with running over here?
I am the crazy old lady.
She needs time to restart her computer. Oh, nice. Transportation was instant. Let's go up here. And let's use the computer.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys. The speaker comes to life.
Good evening, Fortress Accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Let's try the password.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife death.
Good. I've unlocked the production schedule. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament.
Really? She just used the same password? Maybe those radio computer guys aren't that paranoid after all.
Fortress Accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
That's all for now.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the frame with a quiet determination. The printer starts printing, a piece of paper unfolding like a handheld fan. A black crisscross of letters covers its surface.
Read it.
It's a project report written by the lead producer, Andrew Andy Schott, about Whirl Untethered, a radio game developed by Studio Fortress Accident. The first few pages give an overview of the capital and workforce, while the rest of it seems to be a production schedule.
Okay, let's read about the capital. I want to know about the money.
In its short time of existence, Fortress Accident SCA managed to burn through truly insane amounts of money. The first tranche of seed financing brought in 150,000 Riyal, but then came the delays. Eventually, the damage reached 400,000 Riyal, with only half of the game finished.
Where'd they get all the money?
Let's just say it was a real adventure for their Igaunian investor.
Workforce, who worked there? How
Fortress Accident employed 18 people, the bulk of the team composed of writers and concept artists. There were also radio programmers, sound engineers, a CEO, 2 marketing experts, and a single overburdened producer who developed a habit of popping Pyrrolidon in the basement to escape his obligations. Why did Fortress Accident have so many concept artists?
Okay, why did a radio game need so many artists?
It didn't.
Didn't need that many concept artists.
No, definitely not. A few more producers could have come in handy though, especially when dealing with writers, some of whom routinely skipped work because of mental health issues and extremely unprofessional sleep schedules. One of them even managed to steal some valuable company property before skipping town for good.
Skim through the production schedule.
The production schedule depicts their glorious descent into bankruptcy.
Because of the concept artists?
Not the concept artists. It wasn't even the writers, with their panic attacks and 3-hour lunches. It was impossible not to fail. The project was too large, and no amount of money could satiate the ever-expanding ambitions of the development team.
Yeah.
They tried to make a 4 million Rial game with 400,000 in their bank account. They thought they could bridge the gap with pure willpower and imagination.
Yeah, no, it don't work that way.
They couldn't.
They were done in by their own ambition?
No. Even then, success remained within an ever-narrowing margin of possibility that, despite everything, never entirely disappeared.
Huh?
That is, until they discovered the Valley of the Heads.
The what?
At the 11th hour, the lead designer, Jimsborn Suliswav Jalisa, decided that what Wirral Untethered needed was a secret mystical location at the extreme edge of the map. This place was to be the Valley of the Heads, where the heads of all the headless constructs could be found. The player would have been able to choose a head for their headless party member, and each head would have been voiced on air by a professional actor.
Are you kidding me? That is insane. Who were these people?
The world had never seen their kind before, and might never again.
How many heads were there?
So many. The last count, there were approximately 10,000 heads for 10,000 headless men, all of which could be endlessly recombined.
How? Okay. Oh, jeez. Know how to calculate that. 10 exclamation points. So 10 times 9,999, etc., etc., etc.
Do you really want to know? There seems to be a calculation here, but it may take a while.
Yeah, how bad could it be? Yep. Yeah. Keep going. Yeah, I expected as much.
The lieutenant taps his foot impatiently, his arms folded tight against his chest.
What have I done?
Really putting that random number generator to use, huh?
What if you broke the radio computer? What if it's never going to stop?
Just let the numbers wash over you.
Yeah. Oh, we're getting to zeros.
And that's it.
Okay, so that's
Well,
what
yeah, that and the catastrophic data loss.
Wait. The what now?
On the nature of the data loss, there's ominously little information in the production log. It comes at the very end, where things get fuzzy and dark, where tables and numbers seem to vanish into an eerie nothingness, before the Egonian investors pulled the plug. What is clear is that one day, an unidentified numeric anomaly occurred on the East Insulindian Lintel front, just as the Wirral Untethered project was being compiled that day.
And the anomaly caused all that data to just get lost in the air?
When the project was returned, it was completely blank. The team spent weeks on the phone with Lintel, the service provider, but despite their diagnostics, they could never produce a satisfactory explanation or pay for the loss.
They lost the whole game, and this is what? Wasn't there a copy of the game, a backup?
Mysteriously enough, it seems that the off-site copy happened to be on-site when the catastrophic data loss occurred.
Oh.
It was the lead programmer's responsibility to oversee weekly maintenance of the off-site copy and, well, keep it off-site. An explanatory note from the lead programmer has been attached.
What does it say?
S. Lukanen Kilda, the lead programmer of Fortress Accident. The off-site copy was on-site because there was no off-site anymore. Not for me, not after 8 months of crunch. I didn't have a home anymore, so I started keeping it in the basement in the ice bear refrigerator near where I went to sleep. It was perfectly safe there. The temperature conditions were optimal.
Oh! I unplugged it. It's not very convincing, is it?
Her former colleagues would agree with you. She's right, actually. Nothing wrong with keeping this type of filament memory in a fridge.
Anything else from the lead
The
programmer?
production schedule ends with a few random notes that seem to be added sometime later.
Alright, read the
4
notes.
months later, by an unknown author. I am the only one left, and it's gotten rather damp here. A few other businesses have gone under too. Slipstream switched to making skis, and the hairdressers just left, cursing Martinez. They're right though. Something's seriously wrong with this place. Martinez, all of it. Still haven't got an answer from Lintel about what happened. All I could get were the physical coordinates of the error on the East Insulindian front on that day. Since the computation happened on air, I reckoned it had to coincide with an actually existing location.
Well, I guess there was some, bad mayonnaise.
I have compared the coordinates to a map of Revachol West. Turns out it's only 800 meters from here. The address is Saint-Brun 1147. I am going there to look this thing in the eye. Saint-Brun 1147? That's what the street sign next to the church said.
Uh-huh, tear that off.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Alright, give me the production
The filament
schedule.
slides out of its glowing nest.
Should probably be happy to have that, memory core. Alright, you know what, let's take a quick look here.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Physical instrument. I don't have good chances here. I have a minus 20 because the pry bar is not strong enough. You know what? Let's just plug the sucker back
Only
in.
the red cable is somewhere. A machine.
Alright. Map. I need to fast travel to the church. And the boardwalk. So someone should be up here at the boardwalk, I believe. Oh! Hello!
Put your hands where I can see them.
Uh-oh.
Show me your hands. This is the pace. Show me your hands. Right now! Show me your hands! Right now!
Scavenged, battery-powered police lights protrude from her back. The flickering light show reveals a gun in her shaking hand.
That looks like... Wait, why does that gun have 3 barrels on it?
Why not?
Am I Vash?
Could be worse. Could be a
I'm
duck.
Trigun.
Her hand is trembling from some sort of neurodegenerative disease.
Madame, please drop the firearm immediately.
Damn, that escalated quickly.
It's just a standard flashlight, ma'am. Keep down.
Failure to comply. Suspect is displaying aggression. Officer, under duress! Officer, under duress!
Her eyes bulge with terror. Veins protrude on her forehead.
I am the police. Don't move. Don't move. Hands on your head. Suspect is armed and dangerous.
Alright, I'm not moving.
Suspect is on the loose. Suspect at large. Officer, administer street justice at our own peril. That one extra lick with a baton or extra knee strike above was what was actually required. Suspect is under control. Suspect is under control.
Be careful, detective. Don't do anything that might set her off.
You'll have to go for the gun sooner or later. Perhaps you can learn crucial facts before you do. This is dangerous. You're 70% certain you always leave your gun loaded.
Only 70%.
Yeah, from what, if I remember correctly, I leave 2 bullets in the gun. That's what I remember. Much, much earlier. Please identify yourself, ma'am.
It's a goddamn police shitbag. Hug the pavement. You're under arrest.
As she waves her hands, you notice familiar-looking ampoules and packets sticking out of the mountain of police gear on her back. Medicine or drugs?
We can solve this peacefully. Please lower the weapon.
Officer in need of assistance. Suspect alert. Get on the ground.
Ma'am, please. We want to help you, but you need to lower that weapon.
Let's just talk.
Disturbance reported. Authorized deadly force. Sector, take the shot. Big red key. Big red key.
No.
Big red key? That's code for the battering ram. Cock talk. You know this.
Doesn't look good. Let's deal with this later.
We can't leave. A delirious civilian is pointing a firearm at us. Your firearm. You need to solve this.
Kim, I just need to put my proper boots on that'll give me better hand-eye coordination.
Officer, there is no way I'm leaving it like this.
Suit yourself, but I need to decompress. Wait,
Split-second decision. Fire at will.
Oh my god. In your peripheral vision, the lieutenant releases the half-squeezed trigger.
God, I almost blew her head off.
What is this? This isn't police issue. Police weapons. Bullets. This isn't real. Police guns always have bullets. What is this? Why did you sell me this?
Grab the gun. Right now.
Pick it up.
No one ever cares anymore. Why would they treat me like this?
Wow, that's brutal.
Oh boy.
This limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is grinding to a halt. Tired of walking the desert, it doesn't want to feel or think anymore.
What a mood.
Let me just take a magnesium pill.
Oh, whoa. We need to figure out what to do with her now.
Okay.
Nobody's ever around. Nobody ever comes to visit me.
Alright. I'm very sorry this is how life turned out for you.
Her scratched skin is warm to the touch, but the person inside doesn't even know you're there.
What do you think's happening to her?
She's in a stupor. I've seen this before. God knows for how long. Could be days when they get like this.
But why was she in this? Why was she like this in the first place?
Honestly, I don't know. Dementia, probably. Dementia and Channel 8 and loneliness.
Neurodegenerative disease.
Could be. Her hands were trembling and she did seem uncoordinated. But what are we gonna do with her?
Should we just arrest her?
I don't think there's any need for that. In her current state, and without a gun, she isn't really a threat to anyone. We could let Titus know. This is a perfect problem for the local peacekeepers to handle. They might even know her family.
Yeah, Titus sounds like the man for the job here. I mean, he does proclaim to be the local law enforcement posse around here. Might as well give him a job he can do.
Then we can ask him once we get back to the whirling. But we have to hurry, because it's late and they might have already gone home. But I think we're done here for now. Let's head out. This is done.
Please, leave the radio on.
Reflex to what? Being left alone?
Ah.
She stands motionless. Just a heap of clothes and fleshes now. Maybe if you search her once more.
We'll give her one more search.
The woman stands slumped. She looks catatonic under her mountain of RCM paraphernalia. Is one of those things a police cap?
Ooh.
There were narcotics in there too. You're thinking of taking them. Do.
Pop it.
RCM cap.
She doesn't even flinch as you reach out and disentangle the familiar-looking lieutenant's cap from her mountain of RCM paraphernalia.
I got another hat.
Oh, is that yours?
It's hard to say. It's been so long since you wore yours.
I think so.
The lieutenant nods.
Let's confiscate the narcotics.
You take the vial of Pyrrolidon and the bottle of speed as evidence, obviously.
Obviously. I'm not actually taking them.
She didn't consume them. She didn't look high. She confiscated them. A little like you are doing now.
Interesting.
You're taking those, are you?
Listen to him, for once.
Fine, you take them then.
Thank you. I'm doing this to help you. We need to focus on the case.
I appreciate it, Kim.
You using them.
What?
He doesn't want you using the narcotics.
I mean, I don't want to use them either.
Use.
I want to shake her shoulder.
The old woman doesn't react to your touch.
Alright, let's leave her be. Alright, can we map back to Martinez? Yo, Titus, I got a job for you. Alright, items. Nothing interesting. Because he already took it. RCM cap. Yes! I look so much better with it on. I look almost like a professional.
Wow. Almost.
Put that on for pain facial. Oh, and I got another point I can spend, but can't spend it there. I want to increase authority and try that check again, but I can't. What can I do? Oh, got that. Can't do empathy, can't do authority. Instrument, maybe. Can't do empathy, suggestion. Hey, Titus. Titus.
Look, the insane police officer is back.
The small man mimes blowing his brains out. You see his rat face contorted in mock despair.
Right,
his fingers
Titus.
touching his temple.
Right, Titus. Do we got any life in there? There's an old catatonic woman in the old fish market, other side of the bay. She needs help.
What's that, Copper? You want us to help little old ladies now?
You're local law enforcement, aren't you? Helping troubled civilians should fall under your jurisdiction.
Yeah. We'll send someone out. Who is? Wait. It's the pigs, isn't it?
Yep, her.
God. Poor lady. Don't worry. We'll handle this. I think she got some family in Kuron or something. Bastards left her alone when she got sick. We've been getting complaints.
Ah, yes, you should have done something about her.
Hey, wasn't Everett's B team looking for her the other day? They said something about her, I don't know, finding something?
Yeah, I think you're right, Gene. She have something of yours, Pig.
Whatever you do, do not admit to these punks you lost your gun. You will suffer if you do.
Absolutely
It was
not.
my
She
police
had
cap.
Nothing. No, it's just my cap.
No? Well, whatever then, Copper.
No. They totally said what it was. What was it? Anyone remember?
I don't remember. I was fucking drunk.
Sounds about right for you guys.
Let me know if you figure it out back there. Now, anything else we can help you with?
Well, what's her name? Her real name?
Auntie LaPlante, we always called her. Something LaPlante.
Marianne, amigo.
Marianne LaPlante.
Be anything else you wanted to know?
Who was she?
Was, like before, just an old lady. Her kids moved away years ago. Never come to visit. Never took her calls. She gets out every now and then. She did right by lots of us when we were kids. Always was a little off. but still.
Us kids, that must have been ages ago. She was better then.
How did she get like this?
Wanted to be a cop, you mean? Well, shit. I don't actually know. Anyone know why she started acting like a pig?
No fucking clue. It's gotta be the crazy. Who'd want to be a pig?
Let's see. Someone who wanted to set the world right before it ends? Ever think of that?
No, I didn't. Because I'm not fucking stupid, Polizonte.
Yeah, cop. That's some pretty fucking weird shit to say. The pigs level weird. But whatever gets you through the day.
Well, you did just admit it's pigs level weird, so therefore it's most likely right, because we're talking about the pigs. Thank you for agreeing with me, Titus. Now where'd she get all that cop gear?
Dunno. She lives by the water. Shit washes up all the time on the beach.
Police paraphernalia doesn't just wash up on the coast, people. It's not like we dump it at night. She bought it, collected it.
Well, thanks for helping me with this one, Titus.
No problem, old cop man. We take care of our mentally ill here in Martinez. Ain't that right, boys?
Sure enough, we're the real heroes on these streets.
Alright, I'm gonna take off now.
Tremble. The time is now. Taola.
What time?
Time for the show. For Taola. The hallowed time of fear and disintegration. A countdown has begun. All will collapse on itself. The world will disappear into a single grain of blackness. All sound will be muted. All life will scream.
Taola? What's that?
Ulogu theodos. Xeno zausin. Ipoli osidien. Echondes fronisin.
Half-Light, what's up with that? Wait, what's this count?
Monday morning. The moment you arrived in this reality are the first crack in the sheer face of God. From you it will spread.
It's because of the insane world-ending stuff I've been saying.
Yes, you spoke the words of the Palindropos and the houses of Pericarnassus. Items, people, even words will tumble. All will lose its meaning in the coming years. That is why you marked yourself.
Am I sure this is not a joke or some kind of coping mechanism?
It's totally also a coping mechanism.
Alright, yeah, I do think the world might end soon.
The face of the woman fractures. There will be herd killing. We all become vapor.
Apocalypse cop. I guess that would be a copolypse. What's his face ain't here now. I guess they went to bed. Alright, so that's taken care of. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, items. Tools? Gun. I have gun. I have 1 bullet and a 9mm pepper box pistol. Oh, cute. Alright. Let's see. I need to... Hey, Kim, I need you to, go do something for me. Let's get this body open.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
All right, Kim. All right. Bag him and tag him. Take him away.
All right. I will need a little help carrying him. You take the hands. I'll take the legs.
All right. Bag him and drag him. Adios, Camarino. Right. Okay. Map. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta check the remaining traps. Oh, let's check this real quick. Yeah, what's this? Doors closed for the day. Why is the old woman out here in the cold?
Real.
Huh. Nothing to mess with there. Where were those traps? The trap mirage, canal. Okay, canal. Let's go for a little jog, now that I don't have Kim holding me back.
I had to step away. Why isn't Kim with you?
What? Oh, I sent him away.
Oh, 'cause it's late.
Bag him and tag him. Bag the body and sent him away.
Okay.
Now I can just do some midnight investigations.
This trap's not too hard to spot, once you know what to look for. Keeping it hidden has not been a priority for the cryptozoologist. The reeds bend forlornly toward the water. Some tufts have been crushed. The broken stalks sickly pale against the darkness. In the east, the city center hums to you. The constant, distant song, louder on this part of the coast, nearer somehow. And there's that cold again. Always the cold.
Alright, and your baby has returned. Let me give her scritches. Alright.
Nothing but locusts in this trap as well. Definitely no cryptozoological monstrosity.
Alright, let's leave that. And let's head back this way. I need to grab that shirt too. Let's get that shirt. Maybe it'll be useful. A filthy jacket, okay. I can just inspect it, that's all. Okay. Let's see. Oh, real quick, I'm curious. Nope, nothing there. Hold on. No, you just gonna run away as soon as I move towards you? If you're gonna run away, then no, I'm not coming with you. Little stinker. Alright, let's take a look here.
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound.
Man, how'd this jacket get so disgusting?
It's a sordid, filthy tale, not for the weak. Are you sure you can stomach it?
Sure.
It occurs to you that you're not even holding the jacket itself, but rather the thick crust of jetsam and seagull shit that ensconces it. It smells like a dead sea creature, tangled in grey strands of seaweed. It must have spent quite some time in the water before the tide deposited it ashore.
Okay, gross.
Why? Why did you think about it? Look at your hands. They're covered in muck.
You.
Now you're just flicking that shit everywhere. This is a disaster. You'll never...
Swap this to here. Oh, hey, am I back?
Yes, you're now back. Ugh.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Because, internet just dropped out for a second.
Yeah, question that. Ugh.
Yep, so looks like I only had 480 dropped frames. Nice round number. The child is, of course, crying. Let me take care of her.
Fucking can't believe I just made a Pac-Man sound.
Alright, back now. The itty bitty crybaby. She just wants me. She has food anti-aggression. She just wants me to literally be hovering over her, sitting on top of her, while she eats her food. Alright, let's go over here. Oh. Same address, okay. So,
there's no stream on Discord, by the way.
Oh, I just... What? Oh, stream
There's
on
no
Discord.
stream on Discord. Oh,
Fixed. There we go. Awesome. I just noticed, that's a butt on that pillar.
What?
That's a carved butt on the pillar.
Yes.
Anyways, the baby's taken care of. She is happy now. As soon as she got to her food, before she could take one bite, I scoop her up and put her in a baby hold, and she purrs like crazy. She loves that stuff. Yeah. Anyways, yo, miss.
What is it?
Were you the lead programmer, by any chance?
Yes. Or no. Not anymore. That project is dead.
I didn't break anything, did I?
No, you just printed out my personal log and wasted some paper.
So, what are you doing here?
I am Soona Luukkanen-Kilde, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming experience, and I'm proficient in both Vox and Orbis languages. If you're not here to hire me, I don't really know how I can help you.
Did she say over 16 years of experience? She must have started programming when she was still a teenager. That still doesn't answer what she's doing in an abandoned church.
So, what are you doing in this abandoned church?
You really like those questions, don't you?
Yes, I do. I'm a police officer. It's my job to ask questions.
I'm conducting scientific research here. You can't throw me out.
I'm not throwing you out. I'm asking what
I'm
research.
looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the world.
A 2mm hole in the world. Maybe if it was bigger, I could have stick a finger in it.
Wait, what? She's looking for a disruption in the radio waves. That's what her personal log said.
Is that the hole connected to the data loss in the
Yes,
journal?
that's what led me here. But I suspect it might be something a bit more complicated than that.
So a hole in the world, what does that mean?
Exactly. What does it mean? Up to now, it has been impossible to say what it is because it's impossible to measure nothing.
Well, I have to debate that. You could technically measure nothing by measuring what's the something is around the nothing. The absence of something is what you measure. You just have. Yeah, that's how they found black holes.
The missile knows where it is at all times because the missile knows where it isn't.
Yeah, but black holes. They found black holes by noticing that there was a nothing in certain spaces. And then by observing what happens around the nothing, they were able to figure out what the nothing was. Alright.
What do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have? How do you measure something that does not exist?
Easy. You measure it by the world around it.
What did I say? What did I say?
Alright, we go on then.
Alright, thank you, logic. Oh, you mean, yep, you measure by collecting data on its surroundings, on that which exists.
Exactly. Very true. That's what I've been aiming for. That's why I have those basins. I've tried using hydro transducers to record the silence, to find out where it begins.
Ah, hydro transducers. So that's what those water basins are. Devices for recording sound through water.
That makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. And it would make sense why the wires are there, the sensors that are in the dishes probably.
But honestly, it's not progressing very well.
Any idea where the hole might be located?
Somewhere underneath those roof beams, I assume.
Only a faint crisscross of rafters can be made out from the dark. Most of the tower disappearing into the shade.
Why there?
There's this place at the back of the church. A place where all audible vibrations seem to decease. I've named it the Swallow. And the higher you go, the less you record.
This is where the Crab Man lives.
I know.
You don't think he might be responsible here?
No, I don't.
Mm-hmm. So, the research isn't going well. Why not?
Because it's just trial and error. Trying to locate the Swallow, the exact point in space.
I mean, you got a good process here. You got the right idea, but the thing is, it's up higher. So don't you think you need to have some sort of sensors, you know, up higher? Hold on, magnesium.
And I don't have a... You know what? It would be really helpful if you could just stop talking and let me work.
I mean, I just wanted to know about the scary 2mm hole in the world.
Great. Thanks.
Alright, so how do you feel about an anodic dance music? I have a feeling that dance music will actually help your research.
What? I hate it.
I bet she hasn't even heard it.
Have you actually listened to it? Like, actually listened to it?
Yeah. Like, all the time. My tent neighbors don't really ease up with their party, do they?
Il capo de arte. I got the achievement.
Maybe I'd have to be on drugs to get it, but to a sober mind it just sounds like uninspired rug whipping. No idea what it has to do with either dancing or music.
Uh-huh. How do you feel about a club for that music?
This is about those speed freaks in the tent, isn't it? I've got some news for you. It's not a nightclub they want to build here.
I know, the drugs. I was gonna get to them on that. But for some reason I didn't have the option to. do they want to
Take
build?
a guess, why don't you?
Hmm. Yeah, I heard they're also planning on building a drug lab.
Bingo! That's
Mm.
exactly what they're up to.
Yeah, let's say nothing.
So that's settled. Great. No night cops in the church then.
Alright. Well, oh, do I want to talk? No. Right, I'll leave you to work in peace for now. Oh, good, the autosave. So, yeah, sound just deadens around this area here, but it's up higher.
Does height matter if it's going through the earth?
What?
Does height matter if it's going through the earth?
Well, no, it's something up in the ceiling. That's where the core, focal point is somewhere up in the ceiling there. It seems to be within that circle, but this is a column of it, and it's somewhere up there. That's what I'm getting from their talk. Let's see. Let's go down here and see if we can talk to the musical folk.
Come on, get in. The warm stuff's getting out.
Squeeze in.
Right, alright.
So you had a talk with Andre, and now you want to discuss things with Noid. Good.
Oh, I've accidentally clicked on you.
It's good you talked to Andre first. Gave me time to get a reading on your sign. Can't really talk to people before you get a reading.
Sign?
Yeah, gotta compare. See if we can align.
Interesting. Okay, I saw the sticker on that padlock. Tell me anything about it?
You mean the yellow one? Can you describe it to me?
Interesting. He wants you to describe it, though he already knows what it looks like.
Yeah, it's this one. Show him in the ledger.
Seems like my creation has found its way into the legal bureaucracy. What did you want to ask about it?
What makes the sticker so modern?
Simplicity was brought to us by classical soul artist modernism, but that was a tasteful, harmonious simplicity, right? Well, hardcore is not tasteful or outwardly harmonious. It's a warning shot. This will be dangerous. The echo of man's loss, haunting him.
Ah, so me, basically.
The sticker, the clothes, the music, same thing.
Seems awesome.
It is.
Alright.
I guess one could write an entire treatise on the thing. But what for?
Right. Okay, why do they call you
The
Noid?
hardcore aesthetic is esoteric. It's not meant to be discussed with the law at this moment.
Don't understand what that
I can
means.
see that. Further sign matching would do good for us. One way to achieve sign synchronicity would be by getting us into the church.
What about now?
Nah.
Wink, wink.
Still strongly out of sync. Stage gamma disalignment. You heard me.
Alright, come back later. What about you,
A young
egghead?
man with peroxide blonde hair holds up a Harman Welshi tape player, nodding along to the music. He looks at you with a knowing smile and says,
Hardcore!
Is it?
It's hardcore!
Yes, it is hardcore. Oops.
You're just gonna keep saying it's hardcore, aren't you?
Skibberdy, skibber danger. I am the
I am the
rearranger.
rearranger.
Sweet, man.
Hot training did not prepare you for this. What to do?
Oh, what was
Confusion.
this?
Gets them every time.
No, Andre, okay. Hey. Sync signs. Egghead. Definitely not about signs. Okay.
The young man
This is hardcore. It's hardcore! Skibberdees!
No,
Your cop training.
No, nothing. Okay.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
I know the Noid has signs, but what's the deal with Egghead?
He's a quiet man, mostly communicates through music, and by being a master of ceremonies.
Mm-hmm. What is a master of ceremonies?
You know, a host, a declaimer of slogans. He's a performer, gets the people going.
Interesting, sire. A bit like you, then. An MC for short.
Okay, how do you communicate with them?
Well, he's just kind of here. I don't really know how to communicate with him.
Have you ever really talked to him?
Yeah, sometimes. When I, like, stumble and find my way into his centre,
To speak for itself. I get it.
Alright, so using the mainframe when Suna, the former lead programmer, appeared.
A programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub?
She did not like the dance club
What
idea.
a pity! That's my favourite thing in the world! And she doesn't like it at all! A shame. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam? And into a laser-lit future of dance and unity? Unity! Dance!
She made it very clear she won't leave until her own project's finished.
And you can't just evict her?
No, I won't evict her. We have to come up with a different solution.
Look at you, Honor Man. No, Noid. He's right. Maybe we've approached it the wrong way after all. I'm sure there's a workaround. We can make a deal not to bother her.
See, Andre, you're a smart fella. You know how to work with people, don't you?
If that's okay with her, we only want to get in the church and spread the joy and ecstasy of music. The lines in the dark exist, coexist. At least Crabman seems like an advanced being. He's hard. He'll understand. Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, does she like Nordic dance music?
Ooh, she absolutely does not. Really, truly despises it.
Egghead cannot believe what you just said. It makes him pump the jam a little slower for a moment, but then he returns to the full swing of it.
No worries. We'll figure it out. If coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out, right? If it's all okay with you, what do you think?
Perhaps if you drop the drug lab, it'd be easier to convince her.
Oh man, but the drug lab was like an integral part of getting the club going. For me, it was my favourite part. Chemistry's great. Besides, imagine all the drugs we could do if we had our own drug lab. I mean, Nordic music is great and all, but drugs, they make you feel really good. When did you last feel really, really good?
Never. I never felt good in my entire life.
Well, that's exactly what drugs are for. Exactly. Time to expand your mind.
I refuse to throw her out, but I can try convincing her.
Excellent. Good luck, my friend.
Alright, so let me see if I run through the equipment,
Yes.
can I go over...
Yeah. Good to have. Bitch. Yes. What?
Drop your own water, distill...
Oh, it's the one they...
It's like he's lying to you, my liege. But he's slippery enough that
The what now?
Nosifed.
Oh,
he's like a...
I have a major sinus infection. Stuffy nose. Yes. Nosifed. Yes. What? It does. Told you we have a smell problem. Ether? No. Yes. What?
Drat, so I cannot
He
get to that
nods
thing again.
enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved.
Oh yeah, I still gotta call the station's ladder. Okay. Secret passage. Let's see. Trapped. Well, that's all for
Goodbye,
now.
officer.
Alright, let's have a... Oh, it's getting close to midnight in game here. Alright, Missy.
Yes, what is it?
What if you didn't have to leave? I talked to Andre and he wants to make it work.
I don't want to make anything work.
Hold on, you don't want to make anything work?
Yes, anything. I don't want to make anything work.
Suggestion.
Hey, what makes the world go round?
Nothing, that's a bad idea. Don't say anything.
She stares at the terminal, completely oblivious to her surroundings.
Well, let's try that again.
Yes, what is it?
Right, 83p, so let me... Do I have anything to increase suggestion? Besides maybe a crowbar? Would a crowbar increase suggestion? Authority...